Why does money have value? Have you ever thought about this? What gives money? A printed piece of paper or a number on your banking app? The power to buy food, pay rent, or even fund an entire business. It's strange when you think about it. Money isn't food or water or shelter. It can't feed you, protect you, or build anything. And yet, we depend on it every single day. Why? Because money isn't just about paper or coins. It's about trust. Let's rewind history. Thousands of years ago, there was no money. People bartered dirt, 10 chickens for a sack of grain, or firewood for fish. But bartering had a problem. It relied on coincidence. You had to want what I had, and I had to want what you had. And so, humanity invented a middleman, money. First, it was things like salt, shells, or beads. Then came silver and gold, shiny, rare, easy to weigh and divide. Eventually, governments issued coins, then paper backed by gold. And today, most money isn't even real in a physical sense. It's digital. A balance in an account, a number on a screen. So, again, why does money still have value? Because we all agree it does. If I hand you $10, you trust you can buy lunch with it, and the restaurant accepts it because they trust the same thing. That's social trust, and it's the real engine behind money. Now, let's go deeper. Most countries today use what's called fiat money. Fiat means by decree. It has no value by itself. It's not backed by gold or silver, but it's legal tender because the government says so. So money is like a game. The government makes the rules, we all agree to play. And as long as everyone follows the rules, it works. But what if someone breaks the rules? What if the government prints too much money? That's when inflation happens. The value of each unit drops, prices rise, and people lose trust. In Zimbabwe in the 2000s, things got so bad that they printed $100 trillion bills. People carried wheelbarrows of cash just to buy bread. Because the money had lost meaning, and trust disappeared. Now let's take a different angle. Psychology. Money represents value, but value is subjective. What's $100 worth to you? A meal? A concert? A week's groceries? For a child, it's a fortune. For a millionaire, it's pocket change. So even though the number is fixed, its meaning depends on context. And here's another twist. Money isn't just a tool, it's a belief system, a collective faith that this number, this paper, will continue to mean something tomorrow. That's why stable governments, strong economies, and consistent institutions are so important. They preserve that faith. But what happens when we lose faith in our currency? That's when people rush to buy gold, foreign currencies, or lately, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is fascinating. It's not issued by any country. It's not physical. And yet, it can be worth tens of thousands of dollars. Why? Because people believe in it. Because it's limited, transparent, and decentralized. Because in a world full of economic uncertainty, it offers something that feels outside the system. But Bitcoin is also unstable. Prices swing wildly. So while it may store value, it doesn't yet replace everyday money. In the end, money, whether it's paper, coin, or digital code, only works because we all agree it works. It's a shared story, a collective myth, and as long as we believe the story, money has power. But if the story ever breaks, if the trust fades, what's left? Maybe then we'll have to write a new story. What would that look like? Let me know what you think in the comments. And if this video gave you a new way to look at something so familiar, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Because sometimes the simplest questions, like, why does money have value, lead us to the most powerful answers.